How's it going, everybody? Dara Burns here of St. Patrick's Athletic. Subscribe to Irish Footy Vlogs for the best League One content around.
Hi guys, welcome back to Irish Footy Vlogs. Just an instant match reaction to Republic of Ireland's 0-0 with Portugal at the Aviva Stadium this evening. First half, I thought there was a lot of space actually in behind the Portugal defence, of which Ireland actually failed to exploit. There was a lot of chances to create chances. Unfortunately, we didn't really do. I felt Portugal, to be honest with you, came for a draw. To be perfectly honest, and I suppose ultimately they got the draw at the end. But I suppose with Ireland's team, they went with Bazunu in goal. The three centre backs, Coleman, Duffy, and Egan, Doherty, Stevens as wing backs, Hendrick Cullen centre midfield with Ogbene wide, McGrath right wide as well, and Robinson as the main man up front. First half I thought we did a lot of things very good. We closed down the spaces. We didn't give Portugal much time space on the ball. You're always wary of Ronaldo, of course. Bruno Fernandes wasn't in the game at all. It was like Portugal were playing with 10 men, to be perfectly honest with you. Doherty I thought was very good for Ireland overall in the game, particularly in the first half. He seemed to be creating a lot of our better opportunities to create those chances, as I said. Hendrick, I don't know. Hendrick was actually doing a lot of things that were very good, closing down the spaces and off the ball work, and actually winning the ball back quite a bit. But as soon as he gave the ball, won the ball back, he was giving the ball away very cheaply, head down. Now, I understand he was looking for the spaces in behind, so a lot of the time, invariably, he'll give the ball away doing that. But there were occasions when he kind of went, "Oh my God, he's after giving that away very cheaply indeed." We had Ogbene, Robinson, McGrath. McGrath was coming deeper, as you'd expect. Ogbene and Robinson, there didn't seem to be a combination there. Ogbene lost the ball a lot, actually, in that opening half, particularly. Did grow into it better in the second half, to be fair, and had an interesting duel with Pereira of Portugal. Both of them getting booked in the end as well. I suppose the first half we went in 0-0. Ogbene probably did have the best chance. I think he should have done better, to be honest. It wasn't easy either, but I felt he could have done better. Into the second half, and the evenly matched nature of the game continued essentially. And Ronaldo did have an opportunity. He probably had the first opportunity to have, and you'd expect him to do better, wouldn't you? Anytime he gets a chance like that, you expect it to go in. It wasn't an easy chance, but the header just flashed wide. Stevens had a good chance for us, but unfortunately, it was the Stevens on his right foot. Obviously, a left-footed defender generally as well, so it was a difficult chance for him. If it was another player, a Robinson, let's say, for example, who had a few speculative efforts on the night, that might have been ended up in the net. The way he's playing, the confidence he's playing with. The more the half dragged on, though, the more I felt Portugal were really happy with the point. I do feel like there were times, though, like, don't get me wrong, it wasn't a bad performance by Ireland at all. But as I said, Portugal were happy enough with the point. But there were times when Ireland, I felt there were balls over the top directly they could have played in the space, or the forwards like Robinson and Ogbene weren't really in tune with what was going on. And there was chances to have chances rather than us actually creating chances. Pepe gets sent off then, and Portugal obviously bring on Font for a forward, and they go even more defensive, to be honest with you. Ireland then pretty much dominated, you could say, the last 10 minutes. Doherty, the chance that went over the top. There were a few crosses into the box, etc. I thought the referee was a bit fussy, though. There were a lot of frees in the game where you're kind of going, you know what I mean? You expect Portugal to go down with every situation, which happened as well, but a lot of the frees were given were soft. Onto the goal, and Will Keane was adjudged to have fouled the goalkeeper, but when I looked at it again, very, very soft. I mean, where does he foul the keeper? I could be wrong. Maybe you let me know in the comments, but I can't see the foul on the keeper. The keeper kind of comes out to no man's land. Keane doesn't do an awful lot, really, apart from stand there. I mean, they say he's blocking the goalkeeper, but what's the problem there? He's entitled to do what he wants. He doesn't actually push in on the goalkeeper or anything like that to block him. And the ball ends up in the net. And, I wasn't really celebrating or anything like that because I knew immediately it was disallowed. But then when I watched the replay, I said to myself, that is a very soft goal. I'm disappointed with that, to be fair. And Ireland could have nicked it. Of course, Ronaldo then had a chance after that, and Bazunu as well. Bazunu does well at his front post. But overall, you'd have to say a very scrappy game, reasonably satisfactory from an Ireland point of view. I think, weirdly, the big games against Portugal or against Luxembourg, that's the game we have to win, particularly after what happened the last time against Luxembourg. Portugal did play for the point. They're relatively happy with the point. Knowing that they beat Serbia, it is a risk for them, but knowing that I think they beat Serbia, even get a point maybe, it's enough for them to top the group. But look, overall, you have to be fairly happy with the display. It was a game where no one deserved to win the game, really. But as I said, Ireland could have nicked it with that goal at the end. And quite frankly, another referee could have given it. It's definitely one of those situations. So, look, this is just my instant reaction, guys, to be honest. You might pick up more things, you know, the next day and all that kind of stuff. But just thought I'd give a quick instant reaction and let me know what you think in the comments about the results. Happy with the performance? What did you think of that goal, actually? And who are Ireland's best players in your opinion? For me, I'd go with Doherty. Yeah, I'm going Doherty. Coleman as well was actually good as well, to be fair. So probably Doherty and Coleman actually down that right hand side. And I'll leave it there, guys. Please subscribe if you're new. Hit your bell notification button. And see you later. Good night.
Olé, 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 olé.